Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and just see what is happening in your world, what's influencing you. And your focus. The past. I'm getting a lot of two cards for you. Your strength. Your near future. What else do you need to know? Your hopes or fears. And your potential outcome. So looking here, bottom of the deck, I'm getting the Seven of Cups. And what I just got was there's something you don't see coming. So there's some sort of, it's coming across as a mystery that is going to reveal itself to you. But right now, your focus is just on multiple things. You've got a lot of things happening in your life, a lot of balls that you're juggling right now. And so you're really just not focused on one thing in particular. And it's probably for the best. When this comes in out of the blue, it's actually going to be very significant. And I say that because of where you are right now. Your current energy here is the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Swords. You're moving away from something painful in the past. And what you're doing as a result of moving away from this energy is you're allowing yourself to be open to new opportunities. And this is where you are kind of focused on a bunch of different things because you're not trying to sit in any kind of negative energy. You're really trying to move on from a situation here because of what's influencing this is the Nine of Cups. You're very driven and very focused on your future goals. What kind of life do you want? How do you make that a reality? And when I look at what you need to focus on, I have the World showing up with the King of Cups. The King of Cups, male or female, it's just the energy of the card. The King of Cups could be a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or it could be somebody here who's just emotionally mature. Regardless, there's a cycle here that closed with this person. Focus on leaving the past behind, closing out this cycle, letting that painful ending drift away. There's something here about letting that close. We're going to keep going, but it almost feels like this person's coming back around right when you get rid of them, or you kind of distance yourself from them, you release them in some sort of way, but their energy is a little bit different. So I'm going to keep going and see what else comes up here. Because when I look at the past energy, I'm getting the Star with the Six of Cups. The Star, Aquarius energy, Six of Cups, it's a card of nostalgia. And so showing up here in the past indicates that you really did start focusing on maybe childhood dreams that you had. How do you make them a reality? Focusing here on what really matters, really kind of finding that happiness again within yourself. We're going to keep going. Yeah. I couldn't see the Queen, but I felt like there was another thing out here. So what I'm getting here in your strength position, we've got the Emperor showing up with the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, male or female, it's just the energy of the card, but this is your energy coming through. And so where I was getting the King of Cups as another person, and then there's a cycle here that closed, you're showing up as the Queen of Cups, but with the Emperor. So you have a lot of confidence in yourself. There's been a lot of time that you have spent focusing on what really matters. I've got your dreams out here a couple of times. I've got you focusing on a lot of opportunities that are being presented to you. And so you're very driven. You're very motivated. You also know your own worth and value. There's a lot of confidence connected to that Emperor energy. And so when you're planning out your next steps, because the Emperor is very strategic, you're focused on what is going to be in your emotional best interest here. And so when I see the Hanged Man showing up in your near future, I'm not surprised because of everything that's going on and because of the way that you're prioritizing yourself and the decisions that you need to make. You'll easily go into this like ascension energy, this kind of high level energy. It feels like you ebb and flow in and out of it anyway, but you don't really come out of it. Once you're in it, you're in it, but you utilize it more. And it feels like that's what you're doing here, is that you're kind of rising up above the situation to say, okay, what do I do now? How do I look at this entire situation? What choices are available? What decision do I need to make? What one's going to be in my best interest? All of it is kind of coming through, but that hanged man energy. I'm getting the sense here that you are a very evolved person, and that it almost feels like second nature. Just remove yourself from the situation. If you were giving your advice to a friend, if a friend came to you and spelled this all out, what would you say? That's what that feels like. When I look at the external influences, and I'm getting the Three of Swords, which with the Page of Pentacles. I don't know why I can't talk. So the Three of Swords is a healing energy, so healing from some sort of heartbreak. So I like that you're walking away from the Ten of Swords. The universe is saying, we're working on healing you from whatever happened in the past. Page of Pentacles, this feels a lot like opening up to new opportunities, a lot of stability, maybe even a conversation. It does feel like you have a conversation coming in, and it feels like it's coming in out of the blue, but I'm not getting any Tower card. I'm not even getting the Death card showing up here, but it feels like there is going to be some sort of change in circumstances, and it's because of the way that you're conducting yourself. It's the actions that you're taking to further your own life, advance towards your goals and dreams here, that really starts to open it up. It's almost as though you're drawing somebody else into you, into your energy. So even if it's not a past person and maybe that chapter is completely closed, you're opening yourself up to new opportunities. And that alone is bringing in new opportunities. The Queen of Pentacles is showing up in your hopes or fears. I love this one. And so you're showing up as a Queen of Cups. You're also showing up as a Queen of Pentacles. Again, ignore the gender. This is about stability, setting up the life that you want to live for yourself. And then when I look at your potential outcome and I see the Page of Swords, this feels like the conversation. There is something here that's going to take place. I'm getting a lot of curiosity out of this, inquisitive energy, asking a lot of questions. But because I have the Page of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, it feels like this is the start of something, that this would be opening up to that new possibility, something long-term, something stable. But this would be all of those kind of initial conversations. It's not, let's get married tomorrow. It's not like that at all. So let's dig in a little bit deeper and see what else we get. So with the Eight of Cups, that Ten of Swords, and the Nine of Cups, so leaving behind that painful ending, focusing here on your goals and dreams, shifts your entire perspective. Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is about stop focusing on the negative, focus on the positive, focus on the cups that are still standing, not the ones that are spilled over, because you can easily fill those with something else. And that's exactly kind of your mindset. You're shifting your entire focus into what really matters, and it's progress, it's movement forward. Tell me about the World with that King of Cups. I'm getting the World. There really is a cycle here that is closed. Something transformed here. Something transformed. It's this, I'm very drawn to the butterflies on this World card. What transformed? Three of Cups, happiness. So that Five of Cups, where the cups are spilled over, we've got the Three of Cups now full. Whatever chapter came to a close, maybe with a person specifically, could be you're not even in contact with this person. What you've been doing is shifting your focus onto what really matters. You've been restoring your happiness. You've been transforming as a result of focusing on the future. Keep doing that. Clarifying the Star with the Six of Cups is your card with the Temperance energy showing up. So Temperance, I mean, this is balance. This is exactly it. When you shifted and you got yourself into that happier mindset and you started focusing and prioritizing your future, what those opportunities look like, what kind of life do you want to live here, that's when you started really regaining your balance. That's what's allowing you to walk away from a painful ending, but also transformed you at the same time to say, okay, well, if I have these cups that spilled over, I can refill them again. They're not permanently empty. Tell me about this Queen of Cups with the Emperor. Nope. So the cards that came out, I have the Six of Wands with the Ten of Cups. And so you focusing and prioritizing on success, your long-term emotional fulfillment, The 10 of Cups is usually with another person. And so take that as it resonates. You may not be interested in that kind of relationship, but I am getting the sense here that the more you focus and prioritize and take action that furthers your own interests, leads you down the path of accomplishing your goals and dreams. The more balanced you are, the more secure that you are, the more empowered you feel. Let's get this Hanged Man energy. Knight of Cups. Hanged Man again. So I'm getting repeating cards. And what I'm getting here is there have been delays around pursuing exactly what you want. This can indicate that somebody is trying to come toward you and they keep encountering some delays. Because I'm getting the Hanged Man out here twice, this feels like it's delays on both sides. And I am picking up another person. And so take it as it resonates in that way. I'm going to see at the end if there's anything that can be done to kind of break that stalemate, get out of that suspended energy. But let's go with the Three of Swords first. Ten of Wands and the Justice. So this tells me that you've done the work necessary in order to heal. The Justice card indicates you found balance. You've done it. You've passed. You've passed this test. You've come out on the other side of it. The Hanged Man energy is really interesting, though. That is a little bit baffling to me, other than you're going through an ascension process. And so it's a little bit hard to make progress when you're not in the situation because you're kind of above it right now. That's how it's coming across. But we'll keep going. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Page of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Somebody here is sitting in their feelings. Somebody who has long-term on the mind, because I'm picking this up as another person, they want to come forward, have a conversation with you about long-term, but they're sitting in this kind of melancholy, oh, woe is me. Not in a, I mean, it is not a pleasant energy, but they're sitting in their sadness and disappointment. And it's making it really hard for them to come forward. Tell me about that Queen of Pentacles. Three of Swords. So that Three of Swords that's out here that you're healing from, focusing on your long-term stability is absolutely the way to do it. Keep focusing on your goals and dreams, because the more that you focus on that, the less the pain is felt and the more that you heal from that ending. Tell me about the Page of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. There is somebody that's coming towards you and they want to offer a new beginning, offer some sort of level of commitment, start something. It's going to be slow. A lot of curiosity coming through, again, like kind of early stage conversation. What is it that you want? What do I want? What kind of partner are you looking for? This is what I'm looking for. That kind of energy coming through with the Page of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. Let me see if there's anything that you can do to get out of this Hanged Man to end the delays. Let's take it from that level. So I'm getting the King of Wands. So male or female, the energy of the card, but this is taking action. So King of Wands energy, just keep moving forward. Don't hold yourself back. Don't play the what if game. You get so trapped. You lose time doing that. I'm getting the Three of Wands showing up. And so the Three of Wands is a card of patience. It is delays. This tells me that you are actually taking all the right steps on your journey, that this isn't the delays that you're experiencing or that what feel like delays. It's actually progress. You're moving down the path. And so there's nothing you're going to be able to do to stop the delays, to speed things up. You've already taken all the necessary steps. It's not up to you anymore. Because I get the King of Cups again. So I did feel like that person was coming back around, and it feels like this person is coming back around. So again, could be a water sign, could be anybody. This is a lot of emotional maturity. And so you focusing on taking some sort of action here, you just keep moving down your path. This person's on your path. You will intersect. It's not even about that. I am getting a conversation will take place and a new beginning. It just may take some time here. So Sagittarius, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.